Hi, good morning everyone. Madeleine Black here, international speaker and author of Unbroken. I apologise because I haven't read a chapter to you for a while, and I've been having loads of messages of people asking me when am I going to read another chapter from my memoir Unbroken. So this morning I am going to read to you chapter 15, which is called Best Revenge. From the outside, the only thing missing from our perfect life was children. But I made it very clear to Stephen that I didn't want children, and he seemed okay with that. Our two cats were our babies, or at least we spoiled them as if they were. In my mind, having children would be like getting raped again, and I wouldn't put myself through that. Just thinking about it set off instant fear and panic within me. By this time, I felt secure enough about our relationship that I told Stephen I had been raped when I was 13. He stayed very quiet when I told him, and just told me he was sorry and held me. We had talked a bit about having children, but now he understood my resistance and didn't want to push the subject. Even if we ourselves didn't talk about it, people would ask the usual question that they do of newlyweds. When are we going to hear the patter of tiny feet? I would just tell them flat out that I couldn't have children, and that usually stopped the conversation cold in its tracks. To me, it was unbelievable the number of people who asked that question. After a time, I found it hard to be polite to them. We settled into our daily life and it was lovely. Stephen worked as a software programmer in the City of London, and I worked then as a beauty therapist at a salon in Hampstead. Most of the time I enjoyed it, but whenever I had any male clients, I immediately tensed up and refused to do more than a back massage on any of them. We'd offered full body massages, but I couldn't yet be alone in a room with a man who didn't have his trousers on, even in a safe, professional environment like a salon. At the risk of stating the obvious, winters in London are long and grey. To make them a bit easier, we would save up our annual leave and take long holidays. We travelled to the Gambia, Thailand and India, and for several weeks at a time. They were great holidays, full of sun and relaxation. Getting away from London and all the memories I had provided me a real sense of relief, if only for the duration of a holiday. It was exactly that kind of space and relaxation that allowed me to make a major shift in my thinking. It was November 1991, and we were enjoying the last day of a beautiful holiday in Thailand on the island of Koh Phi Phi. While walking an idyllic tropical beach, Stephen wondered out loud about starting a family. Is it something I'd want? Wouldn't it be great to share our lives and love with a child? His questions were so sincere. I felt no pressure coming from him. Perhaps out of habit, I answered with the usual, I can't do it. It feels like too much. But in that moment, walking by the sea and the warm sunshine, something happened that altered my life forever. I decided right there that yes, I wanted to have children. If I didn't, those who raped me would take a huge part of my life away, and I refused to let that happen. Already they had taken enough of my life. In that moment, I declared to myself my best revenge on those who assaulted me would be to lead a good and happy life. No longer would I allow the course of my life to be determined by what had been done to me. That moment, that declaration, started me on a journey of healing, and that journey included motherhood. That wasn't only the big decision I made on that beach. If I were to become a mother, I need to get some help. I didn't know what that would look like, but I had to get over my fears of giving birth so we could start our family. It was time to turn and face that which I'd been running from for so long. Thank you.